One purpose of this video is to encourage you to consider the issue of which foods are healthy and which part of the foods are healthy. For example, some recent research shows that when mushrooms are exposed to sunlight, they develop vitamin D. But the mushrooms that our farms produce are not exposed to ultraviolet light, so they are nutritionally deficient. How many of our foods are unhealthy for us? Should we eat eggs that come from chickens that are kept in cages and fed unnatural diets? Should we eat fish that are raised in polluted ponds and fed corn? In this video, I'll show you my favorite way of eating tangerines and mandarin oranges. And this brings up the issue of which of the skins and seeds of our fruits are safe to eat. I picked the oranges from trees that my mother planted in her yard. Both trees are small, but they produce a lot of oranges. These are the mandarin oranges. Usually people throw the skin away and eat the tiny wedges inside. However, the skin has the most intense orange flavor, and it supposedly has a lot of nutrients also. The skin is slightly bitter, but with a little stevia or sugar, you can eat the entire orange. There are virtually no seeds in these oranges. The skin falls off very easily, so you have to be careful cutting them up in order to keep the skin on the wedges. You can also slice them in the other direction if you want a different visual effect. I put a little stevia in a bowl. If you use sugar instead, the consistency will be a bit different and it will seem more like candy rather than sweet oranges. Then I crush an orange wedge to dissolve the stevia, and this creates a very sweet sauce. Then I mix the oranges with the sweet liquid on the bottom of the bowl, and it's ready to eat. The oil in the skin gives it an intense orange flavor, and it also changes the consistency to make it a bit more creamy compared to the watery consistency of the wedges. I usually eat this just by itself, but you could add cream, yogurt, or rice milk, or you could mix in other fruits or nuts to make a fruit salad. I also do this with tangerines. The tangerines have seeds, but they're soft and they don't taste bad, so I don't bother pulling all of them out. It would be nice if we had some honest, respectable scientists who would investigate such issues as which seeds and skins are safe to eat. Anyway, these particular tangerines have a stronger flavor than the mandarin oranges. So with a little stevia or sugar, they become a very intense tangerine candy. When making lemonade or orange juice, I grate some of the rind and mix it into the juice in order to increase the flavor. Also, the oil gives it a slightly more creamy consistency. I have a couple guava bushes, and although the skin doesn't taste good, if the guava is small and ripe, I leave the skin on, which creates a sweet and sour effect. Or you can slice them in the long direction. I hope it's safe to eat the skins,